The big announcement many have been waiting for. Kamala Harris is Joe Biden's pick for his vice presidential running mate for the 2020 election. Biden made the announcement earlier today, a little over a week ahead of when he himself is expected to accept the party's nomination. The 55-year-old Harris was elected to the Senate in 2016 after serving as California's Attorney General. Local political analyst Anthony Chergosky says Harris is a safe choice for Biden, but it's also a significant choice.
Throughout American history, multiple vice presidents have gone on to become president. So what Joe Biden is doing by picking Kamala Harris is basically saying that if he wins, it's it's completely plausible that Kamala Harris could become president at some point.
But Chergosky also says that research shows that very few voters' minds are changed by who is chosen as a vice presidential pick. Now, the latest Marquette Law School poll shows that Joe Biden has a 6 percentage point lead over President Donald Trump in Wisconsin among registered voters. This is down from a poll held in June when Biden had an 8 percentage lead in the state. It is still above the 3.9% margin of error, though, for the poll. And just when you thought political parties couldn't become more polar opposite, the polls also show that Democrats are more likely to vote by mail or early in person than Republicans in the November general election. 67% of Democrats say they are voting by mail or early in person versus just 27% of Republicans.
Can the system handle an election that has a whole lot of mail-in ballots, way more mail-in ballots than is the norm in a Wisconsin election? That is a huge question as we go forward to November. And so it's going to be very interesting to see how the process of counting and processing the mail-in ballots goes in this August primary.
Now taking a look at tonight's election numbers, just one Democratic challenger is seeking to unseat current U.S. Representative Ron Kind in today's primary for Wisconsin's 3rd Congressional District. Mark Newman is a retired physician who now serves as a part-time medical examiner in La-Crosse County. And you can see here that Kind is already being said to be the winner at with 82% of the vote.
I am very proud to receive the support and trust of the people of this congressional district. And I'm going to do everything in my power to live up to that trust. But there will be a clear choice to make this November. I have a clear plan to defeat this coronavirus and to emerge even stronger, to rebuild Wisconsin, rebuild America as we come out of this virus with the crucial steps that we have to take.
And two candidates in today's Republican primary are vying to challenge for Wisconsin's 3rd Congressional District, currently held by Democratic incumbent Ron Kind, who you just heard from. And you can see here derrick-van-orden is now being declared the winner with 66% of the vote. That's over Jessi-Ebben. Now, this is for a 2-year term. Jessi-Ebben of Eau Claire is a public relations official as well, and she was facing off with Derrick-van-Orden of Hager City, who is a retired Navy SEAL. Van Orden, though, told News 8 Now he has the leadership experience to represent residents in western Wisconsin.
The first thing I'm going to do is show up for work, and that's something Ron Kind has not done for a very long period of time. The second thing that I can do and will be doing is supporting the Trump administration with the implementation of the USMCA. American farmers and farmers in the 3rd District in particular can compete with anybody around the world as long as they have a level playing field. And that's what I'm going to do.
Now moving on to Wisconsin's 32nd State Senate District that is currently vacant. It was last represented by Democratic Senator Jennifer Schilling, who decided not to run again. 3 Democrats were on the ballot, as you can see here, though. Brad-Phaff, although not declared the winner yet with only 64% reporting, he does have a heavy lead with 63%. The winner, though, will face off with dan-kapanke, who is the Republican on the ballot. Kapanke won that seat back in 2004, but did lose it to Schilling during a recall election in 2011. Well, political expert Anthony Chergosky explains the importance of this 32nd Senate race in Wisconsin.
And so this race that we have locally here could be the one that decides if the Republicans achieve their 2/3 majority. Why is that important? It's a 2/3 majority vote that can override a veto by the Democratic governor, Tony Evers.
And now looking at Wisconsin's 96th Assembly seat currently held by Republican Lauren Oldenburg. He has held the 96th Assembly seat since 2018. The two Democrats running against him are Tucker Gredebeck from Westby, a farmer and small business owner. Also Josephine Janes, who is a recreational therapist and also resident of Viroqua. And you can see here still a really tight race with Janes so far just having 52% of the vote.